We have two swimming in right now. Mark 'em, Zig. Mark 'em, Zig. Oh, quiet now. Hey, mark 'em. Mark 'em. Mark 'em. Here, sit. Quiet. Quiet. I said quiet. Fetch him up. All right. Ziggy's going after him. Fetch him up, Zig! He's there, buddy. Stay on him. Fetch him up, Zig. Stay on him, Zig. Here, Zig! Zig, Hill! Come on, Hill! Here he is, Zig! Fetch him up! Right here! Here, Zig! This way! Zig, this way! This way! Here he is! Here he is, Zig! Here he is, Zig! Right here! Fetch him up! Fetch him up! Right here he is! Zig! Right here! Fetch him up! Here he is, right here! Fetch him up! Good boy! Good boy! Fetch him up, Zig! Where'd he go? Fetch him up, Zig! Here, fetch him up! Good boy! Good boy, right here! Hey, right here! Fetch him up! Come on, Zig! Here! Right here! Come on, let's go! Zig, right here! Fetch him up, Zig! Well, we have one in the bag. Sitting around waiting on a few more. I figured I'd turn the camera on now that it was a little bit more light out. Easy, buddy. Hey, you gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet. You have to be quiet. You have to be quiet. Group of small ducks just out of range. Hey, I said be quiet. 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 We gotta wait for these guys to make their move. They're just outside of the about 60 yards. There's some shameless product placement. Stark Moon kayaks and Lotus the band. So far the ducks have eluded us. Ziggy, you have to be quiet. Quiet. They're just hanging right outside of range and it's making Zig crazy. I think we're going to take a shot at that one on the rock. Quiet. Ziggy sit. Ziggy stay. My bad, Ziggy, the gun jammed. My bad, Ziggy. Here comes some more geese. Nice and low. Well, folks, you saw from that last exchange what a piece of dirt can do to a shotgun. Conditions are less than optimal out here today for dirt and water, and Zig probably thinks I'm crazy because I didn't waste those ducks. Well, it's about 8:30, 8:37. The weapon malfunction kind of deflated me. Luckily, we're close enough to the house to where it's not a big deal of travel time and gas money and all that sort of thing. So I think we're gonna pack it up for the day. Head back to the house and take this weapon apart and clean it really well, and I guess tomorrow's another day. Leave it, leave it. Dead bird. Hey, dead bird. I said dead bird. Hey, leave it. No, leave it. Come on, let's clean up. Come on. Here, come on, this way. Come on, look at that. Jake. Hey, heel. Right now, let's go. Sit. Sit. I said sit. Sit. Don't stay. Hey, I said stay. Hey, come on. Sit. I said sit. I said sit. Hey, I said no. No, sit. Hey, sit. No. No, it's a dead bird. Hey, no. No, sit. Sit. It's a dead bird. No. Leave it. No. Before performing maintenance on any weapon, always make sure that the weapon is empty and make sure that it's clear. All these accidents with people cleaning their guns are BS. You have to check before you bring it into your residence to make sure that it's unloaded. Or before you get in a vehicle. Or before you get in a boat. Make sure that it's unloaded so nobody gets hurt. Take a peek in the chamber. Check the magazine. This weapon is empty. All right. There's a pin that holds this trigger mechanism in place. You have to tap the pin out in order to drop it. You may have to get a pair of pliers to finish this operation, but it may be out enough for me to separate it, and it is. Alright, during the misfire, this is the mechanism that failed to reset. This is your trigger mechanism. And as you can see, there's a bunch of crud around it. Every boat ride, every time you set it down in the woods, every time you put it in the back of the truck, every time you put it in your bag, you collect dirt. So it just pays, and you saw today why it doesn't work if you don't clean it, and what happens. It's just better off to clean it every time you use it. And I learned that in the Marine Corps. This isn't anything new. But you get lazy and you forget and you want to move on with life after the hunt, but then it costs you the next hunt. So I'm going to clean this all up. I'm not going to bore you with the video, but we'll look at it once we put it back together and make sure everything's in place, and hopefully I'll be able to fire it tomorrow without incident. All right, we just spent the last hour or so cleaning this weapon, And it was quite dirty. Took it all apart, used some CLP on it, and used some compressed air to blow out some of the parts, and re-lubed it and put it back together. So, as with every weapon when you handle it, you want to make sure that that weapon is empty and on safe. All right. So, you check the weapon, check the breech, make sure there's nothing in it. Send it home. Check the magazine, make sure there's nothing in it. This weapon is officially empty. Okay, so now the problem was the bolt was coming back and it wasn't resetting the trigger mechanism, or something wasn't traveling far enough because of some dirt in there and it wasn't latching. All right, so by taking it apart, cleaning it, and re-lubing it, it should work, and it does. Now, I've cycled this weapon quite a few times. And it works. It's satisfactory. It's working time after time. There's no hitch. There's no nothing. It's freshly lubed. Everything's where it needs to be. Everything's tight. It's ready to go for tomorrow's hunt.